Hey, what's up guys? Professor here. Today we have another MPK tutorial. Now this is going to be the first part on a MPK simplicity series. I'm still getting a lot of questions on things that involve the arpeggiator and using the drum pads and the keys separately. Alright? So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to start off with the drums, or the drum pads, and the keys as far as today goes, alright? And we're just going to cover this in the most simplistic way. If you guys don't know how to set up your MPK, check out my other video, we'll go over the basics in this one, alright? So first things first, obviously make sure it's plugged in. Make sure your light's turned on. If you see the A or the B bank lit up, then you're good. Go into FL Studios, check your options. Go to Midi settings, make sure you have your output and input set up, both enabled, synced, 111, enable, generic controller type, alright? Make sure that these are set up, that when you press a key, you're getting a sound coming out, alright? So the next thing we need to do is close FL Studios, alright? If you want to use your MPK's drum pads and keys separately, you need to make sure you have the MPK Editor, alright? Now, the most important thing about the editor, at least if you want the keys and the drum pads to work separately, is down here, your pad MIDI channel and your keyboard controls MIDI channel, alright? Set one of them to 1 and set the other one to 2. The only difference that it's going to make if you have these on 1 and 2 is what order you need to put your synthesizers in to have them respond correctly. So I'm going to have my pad channel, I'm going to put my pad channel on 2, and I'm going to put my keys on 1. I'm then going to send it to program 1. I'm going to select my MPKs, I'm going to apply, OK. I sent that to the program, and then I sent it to RAM. Now that information right here is sent to my MPK. It'll now respond the way it's supposed to. Excuse me. Boom. Alright. So, next thing we need to do is close this. We need to reopen FL Studios. I'm going to reopen that project. Alright. So now, of course, you'll go to your channel rack. Oh, load up an instance of FPC. Just go boom, and then FPC somewhere in here. It's probably like right here under your under your drums. FPC. Got it. So you load that up, and you got your drum pads now. And if they are not set up to the correct corresponding buttons, let me show you how to fix that. Remember, of course, you have your buttons here. If they're not responding correctly, you can click this and click Map Notes for Entire Bank. This will allow you to go one by one over through and map them appropriately from bottom left to right, second row left to right, and then you can switch to bank B or A. You have something that you can play with your keys. Alright? Now, the way to get these to work separately, and this was what part 1 or choosing your keys on 1 and pads on 2 or vice versa is important. You need to make sure both of these are highlighted. You can do this. Let's even throw a random other third one in here. You'll notice if you click these, all of them are highlighted. We don't need to be doing that. We need to just go to where your top one is, or you need to make sure that your pads and the one you want to use as your key are right next to each other on your channel rack. You then click and drag while holding click, then let go. Now these two are active. Now I need to make sure, because of the way these are, I need to put my keys up one by holding Alt and pressing up. If I hold Alt and press down or up while one of these is highlighted, I can then, in the channel racks on the front, I can then adjust where they are. So now, boom, boom. All right, so my 1 and 2 are selected. If it's reverse for you guys and the drums are not coming from the pads, all you need to do is switch where FPC is. Pull it up. Mine are set to respond like this with the keys on the top. There's one other way to do this if you want to do it without touching anything other than this. If you hit this button right here, it says Program Change. Check this out. If I highlight Program Change and then I look at my pad, you can see that your pads also say Prog 1, Prog 2, Prog 3, and Prog 4 next to them. All right? Watch as I press Prog 1. Look as I press these different ones. As I press them, they select different tools for me to use on the channel rack. Then I can just de-highlight Program Change and then use it again. Now I'll select my keys. And then, of course, I want them both at the same time. All right, guys. And that's that. That's how you make these work separately, all right? Let's give a quick recording example. Just doing something right quick. All right, guys, that's that. If you have any questions, if your MIDI seems to be responding slow, just decrease the buffer length on your audio settings. If you have it up to a high latency like this, it'll allow your computer more time to process the sounds, but there's more of a time delay between when you press the button and when it responds. If you guys are interested in more things you can do with the MPK, check out my other videos. I will leave them in the description below. And if you guys want to see what's going on with the arpeggiator next, actually, I am just going to do the arpeggiator next, and we're going to talk about the difference between external and internal timing, and how to set that up as well with FL Studios. So be sure to subscribe, or if you're just checking this out now and this video came out a while ago, just go look now, and that is going to be available very soon. Guys, thanks so much for dropping by. Be sure to leave any questions you have with the MPK down below. Let me know if you liked it. Be sure to give it a like. If you have any more questions, of course, they will be covered within this MPK Simplicity series that I'm going to be doing. All right, guys? Thanks so much for dropping by today. And, remember, if you want to learn to get better with your MPK or your MIDI controller and producing, be sure to check out my link to Melodics below. That is a program that will help you to improve your proficiency with your MIDI controllers. All right, guys? Take it easy. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you on the next one, all right? Peace.